5 googlies thrown at you. What are you going to do? You are going to ace by giving a cover drive. Utha ke khelo, income determination. Another chapter which actually serrates you with thousands and thousands of nitty-gritty concepts out there. But I have found out 5 areas where there can be problems. Let's see. Number one, Keynesian concept of macroeconomics. Keynes simply says that economy is not at equilibrium always. Economy is not at full equilibrium always. It has to reach equilibrium, full employment, and equilibrium situation. And Keynes also says that whatever production of value of goods and services are there, it gets exactly converted into income generation because it's a short run situation without any application of technology, and whatever is being produced is produced by using manpower. Next is aggregate demand and aggregate supply. See, aggregate demand. Just see, children, once more. I'm reducing it a bit for you. See, aggregate demand is positively sloped. Demand generally is negatively sloped, right? Because over here I have taken income or output, and see, the aggregate supply is nothing but the income curve, which is a 45-degree reference line. Next is investment multiplier. Here, please do not confuse between investment multiplier of income determination and money multiplier, credit multiplier of money banking. This is different. It says that when you increase the investment by some amount, ultimately the amount of increase in national income is many times more. How many times more? That is the investment multiplier. Deficient demand and deflationary gap. Listen very carefully. Deficient demand is not, listen to me, deficient demand is not when the aggregate demand is less than aggregate supply. But when actual aggregate demand is less than full employment aggregate demand, that situation is called deficient demand or deflationary gap, which reduces the equilibrium level of income, employment, and output. Next is excess aggregate demand or inflationary gap. I forgot to write the gap. So inflationary gap. What is this? Again, it is not when aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply. No, no, no. Complete zero in answer. Excess aggregate demand is when actual aggregate demand is more than full employment aggregate demand. So in deficient aggregate demand or deflationary gap situation, if the income level, output level, and employment level have reduced, will the reverse happen for excess aggregate demand or inflationary situation? No, because excess aggregate demand over here is greater than full employment aggregate demand. That means in my economy, the full employment has already been reached. So now if there is increase in aggregate demand, there is no resource left to produce more. So what will happen? The level of output and income will remain the same. Employment will also remain the same because there is no more resource to produce more to cater to the excess aggregate demand. But what can happen? Since it is a pressure on the existing goods and services, the prices, the general price level of goods and service will increase. That is, inflation will happen. Please mark my word. In deflationary situation, output, employment, and income reduces. But in inflationary situation, price rises. Employment, income, or output does not increase. So let us do one sum from here. If the economy's MPC is thrice the MPS and autonomous consumption and investment is 1,000 and 2,000 respectively, find consumption function, saving function, equilibrium income, aggregate consumption, aggregate saving, and new value of national income if investment increases by rupees 6,000. So in this particular case, what we are going to do, first and foremost, what is the consumption function? C is equal to autonomous consumption plus MPCY, C bar plus small cy. 1,000 is autonomous consumption, 0.75, I have already chalked it out, MPC is 3 MPS. So MPC value has come to be 3 by 4, MPS 1 minus MPC, so 1 by 4, that is 0.75 and 0.25. So just put the values, 1,000 plus 0.75y. Saving function, We know that it is autonomous saving is minus of autonomous consumption, so minus 1000 plus. In the place of MPS, 1 minus MPC. So if MPC is 0.75, MPS is 0.25. Why? Equilibrium level of income. Anytime we are going to start the sum like this, always remember that is y is equal to c plus s. Income is either consumed or saved. At equilibrium, income is c plus I because saving is equal to investment. So y is equal to break c bar plus small cy plus I bar. Now just put the values, bring small cy to the left. So y into 1 minus small c equals to 3000. And y is equal to 12,000. Simple linear equation. If we know, over here there are around 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 values are there. If 3 is given, you will be able to find out the fourth one. But always approach like this. Y is equal to C plus S at equilibrium. Saving equal to investment. So Y is equal to C plus I. Break C, done. Okay, so 12,000. Then what happens? Aggregate consumption, just put the value of Y in the same consumption function, 10,000. In saving function, put the value of income, equilibrium income, 2000. See, your answer is correct because at equilibrium, saving is investment. What was the value of investment? 2000. And multiplier is K is equal to 1 minus MPC, 1 by MPC. So 1 by 3 by 4 is equal to 4 by 3. So multiplier is delta Y by delta I, change in income by change in investment. So delta Y is 8,000. That means national income increased by 8,000 due to initial increase in investment by 6,000. So what will be the new national income? The old value was 12,000, new value 8,000 is equal to 20,000. So children, follow these things before you go for your examination on 18th of March 2026. As I said, I'm repeating that if you want to post any problem, please post it in the comment section of YouTube, Facebook, or my Instagram so that I can solve the problem immediately. And feel free to post the problem in the WhatsApp number, which is 7739192552. You will get your answer in 10 minutes, whether in voice message, whether in written message, whether I have to solve a sum for you. So embark on the journey with me and ace your economics of 18th of March 2026.